Here now with more reaction is the senator, great state of South Carolina. Lindsey Graham is with us. Senator,
thank you.
I did have an opportunity to speak with you earlier today. You believe beyond any doubt they were trying to kill Americans. There was some ambiguity on that. Tell us why you believe that.
Well, I mean, a third grader could figure this out. They were overrunning the embassy. They killed a contractor a couple of days before. Soleimani has been killing Americans for 20 years. He's on the ground in Baghdad talking to the leader.
But they missed their target last night.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about whether or not we had good intel on killing Soleimani. Soleimani was up to no good. He was planning another attack. A third grader could figure that out. Last night, I always believed that they were trying to kill Americans. If you lob missiles inside an airbase, what's the intended consequence? To kill people inside the airbase. We're lucky. We moved our people out. We had 4 hours notice. But I said last night, I think it's more good fortune than it was lack of intent. But here's the good news. The president made a very bold decision today to allow things to calm down. This speech will be talked about long after his second term. This is on par with tear down this wall, Mr. Gorbachev. This is resetting the relationship between the world and Iran, just not the United States. The president said there's an evil empire in Iran that's bent on destroying the world, killing the people in Israel and coming after us, and I will no longer tolerate it. So this is on par with Reagan's tear down this wall speech.
Senator, there is a day of reckoning, because we know radicalism, and we discussed this in some detail last night, A squared, B squared, C squared. Radicalism with nuclear weapons equals the potential for a modern-day Holocaust. We cannot ever, as a world, let that happen. Now, let's assume the Iranian mullahs cling to their rigid, sick, twisted, ugly, evil ideology. That would mean the world has a day of reckoning ahead. With the intelligence, if we ever get to the point, they're getting close, that has to go.
Well, if there's a conflict with Iran, it will be because they chose the conflict. The president gave them an out. I want you to do 3 things. I want you to change your behavior. Stop being the largest state sponsor of terrorism. That's not too much to ask. Stand down your missile program because you're destabilizing the entire Mideast. And you can have a nuclear power program, but you can't have a pathway to a bomb. Those are the 3 conditions that the president has laid down. Iran can meet those conditions if they want to, if they choose to defy President Trump. If they choose to try to get a nuclear weapon, have a nuclear breakout, if they choose to continue to try to kill Americans in the future, they're basically writing their own death warrant. Donald Trump will destroy their economy. He will not invade with land forces, but the Ayatollah's regime will come to a fiery end if they do not meet the conditions set out by President Trump.
I happen to like Rand Paul. I happen to like Senator Mike Lee. Mike Lee
I do
in particular.
Too.
But I don't agree with them on the War Powers Act interpretation.
Right.
Let me be very clear. President, as Commander-in-Chief, has the right to defend the country and not immediately go to Congress. You actually went as far as to say they're empowering the enemy with those arguments. Why would they want to tie the hands of our Commander-in-Chief? Do they expect, oh, we've got an opportunity here to take out Soleimani? Let me ask Nancy Pelosi first.
Well, number one, they're great patriots, but you can't have 535 commander-in-chiefs. The War Powers Act is unconstitutional. There's only one commander-in-chief. If you don't like the action the commander-in-chief is taking, as Congress, you can defund those actions. We have control of the power of the purse. But they're great Americans. But when we get on the floor of the United States Senate in the next couple of weeks and talking about restricting the ability to deal with the religious Nazis in Iran, it will be seen by the Iranians as division at home. I hope we won't do it. I can't imagine doing this in World War II. And I'll end with this. To the folks listening, the Ayatollah has a plan, and you're not in it. When he says, I want to destroy Israel, he's not kidding. He's trying to purify the faith. And in your eyes, he's an infidel. And after 40 years of terror, you hadn't figured this out. You're just not looking very hard.
You and I are in full agreement. And by the way, this will not be a ground war. It can't be. Last question. You are now pushing forward your resolution in the Senate as it deals with Nancy Pelosi's,
right.
belief that she can influence and dictate to the U.S. Senate their constitutional duty.
Right.
That's not going to happen.
The Pelosi impeachment dam has broken. You've had 5 Democrats come out today and say, send over the articles. You said it was urgent. If you believe it to be urgent, send it to the Senate for disposition. She's losing Democrats in the Senate. The impeachment dam of Nancy Pelosi is about to crack. Hats off to Mitch McConnell for playing this very well. We'll take the trial up next week.
Okay, Senator, thank you. We appreciate your time. You've been working overtime and helping us inform this audience. Thank you.